Hollywood's most handsome stars weren't always free to live openly. Behind the fame, charm, and unforgettable roles were secrets many carried for years. Some risked their careers, others waited decades, but all had a story to tell. Today, we reveal 35 handsome actors who came out gay and the surprising, deeply personal journeys behind the faces millions of fans thought they knew so well. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X, born Montero Lamar Hill, is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter who rose to international fame in 2019 with Old Town Road. The song became a cultural phenomenon, spending a record-breaking 19 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helping bring country-inspired sounds into mainstream hip-hop and pop. During Pride Month in June 2019, Lil Nas X publicly came out as gay. He revealed that he had recently shared his sexuality with members of his family and later discussed the pressure he felt growing up in a culture where being gay was often stigmatized. His decision to speak openly about his identity drew widespread attention, both supportive and critical. Rather than retreating from the spotlight, he continued embracing his identity through his music interviews and highly distinctive public image. In January 2023, Lil Nas X also made a lighthearted comment on social media questioning whether he might be a little bisexual. However, his public identity has generally been described as gay, and the comment appeared to be more playful and exploratory than a formal change in how he identifies. Beyond music, Lil Nas X has become known for his bold fashion choices. He frequently blends Western and cowboy-inspired elements with glamorous modern designs, creating a look that is instantly recognizable. From the early days of Old Town Road to his later career, he has consistently challenged expectations about masculinity, fashion, and pop stardom, while remaining one of the most recognizable young artists of his generation. His willingness to embrace individuality has also made him an influential figure for younger fans and a memorable presence in modern pop culture. Mark Feehily. Mark Feehily is an Irish singer and songwriter, best known as one of the lead vocalists of Westlife, one of the most successful boy bands to emerge from Ireland. With his powerful voice and emotional performances, Feehily became a familiar face to millions of fans around the world as Westlife produced a string of major hits and sold millions of records. In 2005, Feehily publicly came out as gay in an interview after years of keeping that part of his personal life private. At the time, he spoke about feeling nervous about how people might react, but the support he received from his family, friends, and many fans helped him feel more comfortable being open about who he was. His decision was particularly meaningful because he was coming out while still an active member of one of the biggest pop groups of the era. Feehily has continued to speak openly about his personal life and LGBTQ+ representation, helping challenge the idea that successful male pop stars had to hide their sexuality. His openness also allowed many fans to see someone they admired living honestly and confidently in the public eye. For fans who had followed Westlife since its early years, his honesty added a deeply personal dimension to the story of a group already associated with an entire generation of pop music. Outside Westlife, Feehily has pursued solo music and other creative projects, showing that his career extends well beyond the group that made him famous. Known for his polished appearance, warm personality, and distinctive voice, he remains an important figure in Irish pop music. For many longtime fans, Mark Feehily represents more than musical success. He represents the courage to be honest about yourself, even when doing so can be difficult. His journey continues to resonate with fans who value authenticity, resilience, and the freedom to live openly. Richard Armitage. Richard Armitage is an acclaimed English actor best known internationally for playing Thorin Oakenshield in Peter Jackson's The Hobbit trilogy. Born on August 22, 1971 in Leicester, England, Armitage built a respected career across film, television, and theater with notable roles in productions such as North and South Spooks and Hannibal. For years, Armitage's private life attracted speculation, but he generally kept personal matters away from the spotlight. In a 2023 interview, he spoke more openly about his sexuality and revealed that he had come out to his parents when he was 19. He explained that although his family knew, he waited many years before feeling ready to discuss his sexuality publicly. By the time he began speaking about it more openly, he was in his early 50s. His decision to share this part of his life was significant because Armitage had spent decades building a successful career while maintaining a strong boundary between his professional and private worlds. Rather than making his sexuality the center of his career, he continued to be recognized primarily for his acting talent and versatility. From period dramas to major fantasy blockbusters, Armitage has demonstrated a remarkable range as a performer. His journey also illustrates how difficult it could be for public figures to discuss their sexuality openly, particularly after years of living under intense public scrutiny. His story also reminds audiences that there is no single timetable for personal honesty, and that choosing when to speak can be just as meaningful as finding the courage to speak at all. For many fans, his willingness to speak honestly later in life became another memorable chapter in an already distinguished career. Matt Dallas. Matt Dallas is an American actor best known for playing the title character in the science fiction television series Kyle XY, which ran from 2006 to 2009. His performance as a mysterious teenager with no memories made him a recognizable face to television audiences, particularly during the show's successful run on ABC Family. In January 2013, Dallas publicly came out as gay. He announced his engagement to musician Blue Hamilton through a YouTube video, making their relationship public at the same time. The couple later married in 2015 and went on to build a family together. Dallas has since spoken openly about his personal life and LGBTQ+ representation while continuing to work in entertainment. Beyond acting, Dallas has developed a recognizable personal style. He can often be seen in tailored suits and classic shirts, giving him a polished, timeless appearance. At other times, he has embraced a more casual and rugged look, incorporating leather jackets, denim, and modern streetwear. That ability to move between classic and contemporary styles has become part of his public image. Although Kyle XY remains the role that made him famous, Dallas has continued appearing in television and film projects, while maintaining a relatively private life away from Hollywood's constant spotlight. For longtime viewers, his career is a reminder that a performer can evolve well beyond the role that first introduced them to audiences. His openness about his identity, combined with his understated confidence and individual style, has helped make Matt Dallas a memorable figure in American television. His journey also shows how personal honesty can become an important part of a celebrity's legacy. Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin is a Puerto Rican singer, actor, and author whose career helped bring Latin pop to a massive international audience. He became a global superstar in the late 1990s, especially after the release of Livin' La Vida Loca in 1999. The song became a worldwide hit, reaching #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and helping spark the late 1990s Latin pop explosion. Over the course of his career, Martin has sold tens of millions of records worldwide and established himself as one of the most successful Latin artists in popular music. In March 2010, Martin publicly came out as gay through a statement on his official website. He described the decision as an important and liberating moment in his life after years of keeping his sexuality private. His announcement received widespread attention, particularly because Martin was already one of the biggest male pop stars in the world. Rather than allowing the revelation to overshadow his career, he continued making music, performing internationally, and becoming an increasingly visible advocate for LGBTQ+ rights. Martin has also remained known for his evolving personal style. During the height of his early fame, he often appeared with short, carefully styled hair and a polished pop star image. In later years, he experimented with longer hair and facial hair, creating a more mature and relaxed appearance while maintaining his trademark confidence. For longtime fans, Ricky Martin represents not only the global rise of Latin pop, but also the personal courage to live more openly. His career has continued across music, television, and other creative work, making him one of the most recognizable Latin entertainers of his generation. His influence continues to reach audiences across generations and cultures. Colton Haynes. Colton Haynes is an American actor and model best known for his roles as Jackson Whitmore on Teen Wolf and Roy Harper on Arrow. Before becoming widely recognized as an actor, Haynes also worked as a model. appearing in campaigns and publications that helped establish his public profile. In May 2016, Haynes publicly came out as gay in an interview with Entertainment Weekly. He spoke candidly about the emotional pressure of keeping his sexuality private while working in Hollywood. He explained that fear of judgment and the expectations surrounding his public image had contributed to significant anxiety. For Haynes, being able to speak openly about his sexuality represented an important step toward living more honestly. His announcement received considerable attention, particularly because he was already known for playing traditionally masculine characters on television. Haynes later continued discussing his experiences with mental health and the challenges he faced while growing up and working in the entertainment industry. His openness helped give audiences a more personal understanding of the man behind his on-screen image. Haynes has also been widely recognized for his distinctive appearance, including his sharp jawline, blue eyes, and athletic build. His modeling background contributed to a polished image that made him especially recognizable on television and in fashion. While his roles in Teen Wolf and Arrow remain central to his career, Colton Haynes is also remembered for choosing to speak openly about a deeply personal part of his life. His story reflects the changing attitudes toward LGBTQ+ performers in Hollywood and the importance of being able to live without hiding who you are. For many fans, his honesty made his journey even more relatable and memorable. Chris Salvatore. Chris Salvatore is an American actor, singer, musician, and model who has built a career across the entertainment while becoming known for his openness about his personal life. He first became recognized for appearances in independent films and television projects, later developing a following through his music and social media presence. Salvatore has spoken publicly about being gay from a young age. He has said that he came out when he was 18, and in a 2016 interview with the Huffington Post, he discussed why being honest about his sexuality was important to him. Rather than treating his identity as something that needed to be hidden, Salvatore emphasized the value of accepting yourself and living authentically. His openness also allowed him to connect with younger people who might be struggling with similar questions about identity and self-confidence. Beyond his work in entertainment, Salvatore has attracted attention for his approachable personality and casual California-inspired style. He has often appeared with short hair, light facial hair, and a fit, lean appearance. His wardrobe tends to favor relaxed, everyday clothing, occasionally incorporating elements of contemporary streetwear and hip-hop influences. Salvatore's career has not reached the same mainstream level as some of the other entertainers on this list, but his willingness to discuss his experiences publicly has given him a distinctive place in LGBTQ+ media. For fans who discovered him through his acting, music, or online presence, his message has remained relatively simple. Being honest about who you are can be an important part of building confidence and finding freedom in your own life. His story also shows that influence is not always measured by fame, but by the people who feel encouraged by someone's honesty. Luke Evans. Luke Evans is a Welsh actor and singer known for his work in major films such as The Hobbit, Dracula, Untold Beauty and the Beast, and Fast and Furious 6. Born on April 15, 1979 in Pontypool, Wales, Evans began his career on the stage before moving successfully into film and television. Evans has been openly gay for much of his adult life. He has explained that he came out to his family and friends when he was younger, but he did not believe that his sexuality needed to be a major public subject. In interviews, Evans has discussed how he preferred to keep his private life separate from his professional career. His comments in later years helped clarify that he was not hiding his sexuality from the people close to him. Rather, he was choosing how much of his personal life to share with the public. His approach is particularly notable because Evans built a career often centered on traditionally masculine roles. He played warriors, villains, action heroes, and romantic characters, demonstrating considerable range without allowing his sexuality to define his work. Evans is also recognized for his polished appearance and classic fashion sense. He frequently appears in tailored suits and sophisticated formal wear, while his athletic physique and neatly groomed appearance have become part of his public image. Whether on a red carpet or in a film role, he has maintained a confident and refined style. For many longtime fans, Luke Evans represents an example of an actor who has been open about being gay while maintaining clear boundaries around his private life. His career demonstrates that an actor's sexuality can be one part of his identity without overshadowing his talent, versatility, or accomplishments. From the theater stage to international blockbusters, Evans has built a career defined by persistence, versatility, and a willingness to remain true to himself. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. See you in the next one.